put beds up here. And we'll put a couple of doubles up around the place. Yeah, I just want to make sure people got places they can sleep since I don't have a lot of space. This is terrible. Like, even by my standard of like building stuff, what I just did then is some kind of a crime. Somewhere on Earth that's a crime. But yeah, I don't know, it makes me itchy. That's what it does. I also need to pull up my turrets. That's the other thing too. So yeah, I only just put all of these down. This hurts my soul to go. I have like apparently 46 turrets. Yeah, no, let's actually grab them all, thanks. 90 odd. Yeah. Well, I have to uplift those and they gotta go in a caravan. Batteries gotta go too. Batteries can pull up. Means that thing's gonna be powered by whatever is wind tunneling and stuff. All of these, like electronics, that's staying. I'm just giving those up. It really hurts because I actually took the time to completely scrape Salvation clean, and Qulin, I'm just abandoning so much stuff. I'm abandoning so much structure, so many beds, so much stuff. It's a weird feeling to just leave it behind. The other thing too is that while all of my grow spaces are set to don't replant, they do still have stuff that's coming into season that I need to like harvest a little bit. So I just need to make sure. Yeah, that's all set to. I want to make sure. The last thing I want to do is have these people wasting time replanting stuff that I won't get to actually harvest. Like what I have at the moment, Devil's Strand takes a long time. It's really unfortunate, but these ones that are planted right next to the door that's 30% grown, I probably won't get those. It sucks. Like this one in the top far corner looks like it's only just plant. It's probably not growing properly because, I don't know, it should be growing fine because I've got light in the area, but this spot here, that can go. This is half planted. What is this, cotton? About 60 odd %. We'll get most of that, I reckon, without having to abandon it. Corn takes ages, so we'll probably get a bit of that. The rice, for sure, we'll get heaps of that. What the fuck is this? Potato. They changed the leaf design. I don't recognize that shit. Never seen it in my life. But yeah, we'll get some of that. I assume it's like, wherever it's 116%, it'll be right. We'll get it. And yeah, I've got all kinds of things around the base that I will get bits and pieces of. This one looks like it's almost like they must have had to have like replanted like the whole area before I said like leave it. The only other thing too is what I want to do. I only sort of start doing this when I want to kind of move somewhere, as I take down the growable area of like where they can store shit. So this I can't do check shit with because I need that space. I also still don't know why there is a muffalo in here. It's part of that group. It's not hitched. I don't know what happened there. I'd like to know. I just assume that somebody lost it, and because somebody's mentally broken, ain't nobody picking it up. What are you lot doing? You having a meal? Yeah, they're all just having a chill. Nice. What have we got here? Well, I'm not going to know for sure, but probably give or take 20 people in there. I'd estimate about 20 are probably having a meal right now. See what else we got. So 5 phone poppers, entertainment stuff. I'll be taking all of those. What is it? Are you up at the other location? Yeah, you are. Why? How's the manager doing? I don't have a roof over this yet. Hold on. Roof. Yeah, no roof. Can I make a roof? Do I have to tell them to make roofs now? Is this a new thing? I don't know if the center of that's going to collapse, but we're going to risk it. I need a roof on this. I reckon the reason why they wouldn't have built it is there's a bunch of trees. They have to actually cut down trees to do that shit. So since they've got most of this place done, let's start on... Pretty sure I take this through the center here. This has got to get mined out. Yeah, that's got to go. I don't see anything else that's realistically... That is a problem. Get rid of that. What's up, Azula? You're too sleepy for your own good, aren't you? You're too sweet. She's all sleepy. She's warm, though. I don't know where the fuck Phoenix went. I have to just assume that he's down with the heater. Where are you going? You're going across the microphone, are you? Ah, that's where Phoenix is. Alright, I got it. Tell you what, let me move Nick's keyboard, then you can lay there. There we go. Okay, well, she's now watching Phoenix from the comfort of Nick's mouse. And Phoenix says, like, they're gonna go chase. So she was kind of like watching him. He was obviously heard his name and decided to wander down here. And what resulted was Azula spotting him. So he had to obviously run. The other thing too is I want to put solar stuff in here. So I don't want this to be fully sealed off. Like these corners here, they need to go. I hadn't really considered that, but I'm going to have solar in the corner. I could probably have doors on these. It's actually not a bad design choice. I'm also still going with the flow as I build this place. That's kind of how things just have to go. You're building a giant ass colony. Now, all of that will go. I've got a little bit down here. I've got to mine out to here. I like having at least 2 walking steps between something. Also, goddamn animals. There are muffaloes and stuff. My only problem is I don't have a place to pitch animals here. And what I was thinking of doing was making at least something up here. I think it's got a little bit more food availability in the long run. So what I was going to do, I hadn't quite worked this one out. My thoughts were to take a fence line down here, right? Because I'm going to have turrets here. So that's about the minimum distance between them technically being able to blow up. I just don't know if this bottom one's right. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's right. I was looking at putting solar stuff in there. Did I end up marrying that up properly? No. Okay. That's a problem. It's a problem for later. But mind you, I've got this big ass like grow room here. So I'm probably going to build up first and then the bottom half of the map. Because there is a lot of infrastructure on here and I'd like to kind of stay focused on one sort of area at a time, which reminds me, I'm going to want to probably put doors on this. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like something I should do before they start building because I know how fucking fast these bastards are going to do that. Should be here and here. I also have my crosshair through the section. I know it's hard to see, but it does exist. So what I'm thinking, I could do... Let's see, that is supposed to be a heater line there. So I could take... Since we've got the material, okay, I'm thinking this out. But my thoughts are basically it should roughly come to the edge here anyway, okay? So if I was to say, well, this is a grow room here. Yeah, the solar room, other area. I have to figure this line up out from the top. Whoops, I'll do that. I'll have to figure that out. But if I can circle off the most inner area, this spot here is not going to connect, which means I could put a pen up the back here, realistically. I do intend to put like soft pens between stepping areas. So in this such case, if it was supposed to be up to here, I'd have like a fence or a gate or something like that there. Same with here. I would need, is that building up to the edge? 1, 2, 3. Yes, that is. Okay. The only problem with this is there's a couple of spots that might end up getting built in the early stage, like this kind of area might get built in. All right, back out. I figured this is going to be, in the long run, cheaper than building a temporary fence and fucking around with another fence and so on and so forth. I might as well put my outline where it's going to be and then build from there. Ah, you're right, lasagna. Just have your mental break, you'll be good. Now, what I want is this has got to come down. So what I'll do, this is going down to a solar room, although the reason why it wasn't initially mirrored there. The reason why it wasn't initially mirrored was it gave me an extra room, which I thought was great. The only problem is that it does look like I'm getting, well, it also means that that's to the wall there. I guess that's where the other issue is. If I was to take this back and just say, oh, it's not mirrored at the other end, it's fine. It would end up out here somewhere, right? Because I had these, I think they're, 3x6. They're 3x6, this is that. The other thing I could do is do like a specialty room or something. How much is this? 6x6. What is the odds that I can fit more than one solar thing in here? No, I can't. And I also can't fit another bedroom between there. So I could put it to there, and that would be where our solar line would line up. The room would end to the edge there. Is what I'm looking at. There's also water there. That's going to be a problem. I should be able to bridge that. So what I should do is, I think it's under, yeah, this. Hit me up with this. Get a bridge going. Okay. I'm not going to add anything more to that because whatever the bridge is, whatever the bridge is. So my thoughts were that I was going to take basically a bridge line down from here. Not bridge, a fence. The other thing too is I don't want it made out of slate. So that is a bit of an issue. And needed, yeah, you got no idea how much I'm going to need that. Mate, the electricity, really? Fine, go for it. Can I make another one of these? Because I should have enough resources soon. I know I've got other benches coming up and I've got people carrying them. But what I'd like to do, what do we got here? We got on this map specifically, hold on. Where am I? Yeah, calm down. I have got slate and limestone. So limestone's pretty solid, allegedly, with the fences. It's one of the strongest, supposedly. But it takes a long time to build. Oh shit, we got a choice to name our group now. Fuck, I nearly fucking clicked right past that. I love that Acosta gets to name it. That's awesome. So I actually don't mind Bonwood. Luton reminds me of like Luke Ghislaine. I would have so much problems with that. But so what I did last time I did this is, let me get out text document. So first one we've got, hold up. This area is called Bonwood, right? Why have I got caps lock on? I don't know. Next up we got Luton. Luton is the first option. So the reason why I write that down is I don't have a specific name in mind for these settlements. So I like to randomize it. However, I don't know what it's going to come out with. And I'm definitely not going to remember whatever the first name was later. I was going to say Sarkus would be pretty good. But that's like Saragossa or something. I don't like multiple names. A lot to fucking like speak out. Olin. Olin is just as bad as Qulin. You but alright. That's actually not bad. Hold on, let me save that one. That's confusing. If I try to say to somebody what my colony is called, I'm like, you but, like, depending on how I say it, they're not going to know that that's actually the name of my colony. So I like that. I think it's funny, but no. Hernhen just sounds like it's like, Hehem. Devil's Canyon. It's not Triantha's land. Jesus. No. Anton and Asora a little bit too difficult. Earth? What? Yeah, no. Yeah, we're not having another queue, not right away. Hidati? What? No, Bluffel. I love these names. Also, I'm getting all the new fucking variants with 1.5 too. So who knows what's in here? Sprayberry. Is this Ghana? Oh my god, we put an extra N in it and it's just Ghana. So for anybody that's not Australian, doesn't have the slightest fucking clue what I'm on about. So when you're gonna do something, it's Ghana, right? So it's like G-A-N-N-A or like G-U-N-N-A. It's Ghana, right? So it's Ghana. It's gonna do something. That's funny. But yeah, that with my like natural Australian, it's gonna be really hard to know. No, we're not going with that. Fucking hell. No, but I don't mind the idea of a K being in there. As gotten? That's not too bad. What? Lagoon Shore? No. Outerune. Versiton. That's actually not too bad. What is that? Viriton? But I can't fucking English, I'll tell you that much. I'm getting some same names in here. I'm very likely to call that just Daria. What is that? Friends, Grassland. Nah. Grattan. Grattan sounds like somewhere in Australia. Eustron. Alright, I get where it's going with that, but no. That was also Me Hope, which is funny. Gavin. So much like Gavin. Fucking Gavin. Porterville. Rimville? That's a little on the nose. Come on, I think we can all accept that's on the nose. Rimville. Dixieland, no. Actually, if it was Dipsyland, that would be great. Because then we could have fucking Eternal Dipsy's character walk in. Delta Hope, no. Luton. I reckon that's how I got Qulin originally. Ellis, no. I'm not a big fan for like names starting with E. I have a lot of troubles with those for some fucking minute. Judkins. Judkins isn't the worst. I'll lock that one down. How do I spell that? Judkins. Judkins ain't too bad. Ubot was funny. Luton is okay. I honestly did consider adding just a D to Bonwood, making it like Bondwood, but I figured I keep track of all this stuff, and like Qulin used to be Inleton when we first arrived, and I hated it. I'm like, please don't be what I have to permanently call this place is Inleton, and it ended up turning into Qulin. It's not any better. No. Town, no. Count the Basin. I've actually had that before. Once. It's terrible. These. That just sounds easy to like mix up. I'm not getting a lot of multi-named ones, interestingly enough. For sure. That's just more like for sure kind of thing, you know? Swampville. We're not really in a swamp. We're next to an ocean. Something oceanic would be nice. Here we were. Sutton. Wood. Sure. Anos. Some of these just remind me of like other words. That's where half of the problem is. Honestly, if I don't find something I like, it's something between Luton and Judkins. I don't like either of them that much. I'm gonna leave Ubot out. I just think it's funny. Judkins again. Hold on. Let me strike that twice. Alright, we got Judkins again. Lamenta. I'm looking for something that I will like to say. I've actually had Delhurst before. So Nido's colony location was Delhurst. And I fucked it up. So Nido, I wanted to call their location Nido, and I wanted to call their colony of Delhurst, but I got it the wrong way around. And this is Asora, and this is Delhurst. I actually don't mind like the option of that, but I understand like when I'm referring to different locations, that could be an issue. Maybe I could have a look at Delhurst. Can't really like Kilhurst would be funny, but no. Do you know? Look, I understand that this shit takes me a while. I didn't know when this was going to come in. Yumness. That's yeah, no. What is that? Robbers Town. Banthos, Edis, Ruston, Ultras. Ultras isn't too bad. Asora at Ultras. Ulturus? I don't know. I'd be like Ulturus or something like that, but I think that's spelt differently. That's not bad though, I don't mind that. I like names with like A's in it and D's. A little bit too on the nose there. Wayne, Singsfield, Rimpton. Oh, come on. You could have done better than that. That's like Craps Ocean. Like, I could call it like Judkins Ocean or something like that. Or something. But they could do something a bit better than Ocean. Flint, Stern, Leyden, Theodore, Hepper, Fourth. Was it Foresthurst? No. Reborn. Well, I like seeing the variety of names. It's just, goddamn, they could do better than this. That was a Lud something again. Let's see. I ended up last time. I ended up kind of like hitting randomize like 8 or so times or something, and just had to settle with it with like a slight change. Dryden? I don't mind that. Dryden sounds alright. Fuck it. Alright, we're going from Bonwood. I like Bonwood, by the way. I think that sounds nice. But Dryden makes me think of like Warcraft. Like, you know, the Dryads and stuff. But yeah, Dryden sounds actually fucking sayable. Qulin is so fucking difficult. I had to learn how to pronounce the word that I typed in myself for that shit. So we've had Salvation, Qulin, and now we're having Dryden. I notice a pattern with the ends on the end. That's interesting. But look, I'm okay with this. I would have liked probably something a little bit more interesting or creative. But this is the first one that's come up, and I'm not going to sit here for an hour and try to pick something. So Dryden we are. So now I'm going to go out into the world. We're no longer Bonwood, we're Dryden. So, and it's pretty fucking self-explanatory. It's a Dryden. Like, yeah. We can all figure that one out. Oh, Jet's trying to woo. Fucking Lincoln's trying to woo Jet. What was that? Telling a story about honesty. Jet turned away. So Jet just doesn't like honesty. Got it. Alright, now you guys are gonna need lights in here. You're gonna need something. Now, I have all kinds of pictures of like structures and lights and stuff like that, but for now, if I could just get some kind of level of lighting, it would be just so brilliant. There and there. It'll give us lighting in the rooms. They can enjoy stuff without being in the darkness. It'll make them happy. I know I don't have much in the way of storing food here. I do not want wood getting stored in there. I'll tell you what, let me make a zone out here. The reason why I want to do that is this area here can clear everything except for, let's see, I do still want blocks and shit to probably be there. That's fine. But what I want is maybe sneak attack. I don't know if there's aware that you're licking him, Grim. How you feeling tonight? I know that Trantha was on his way to work. He may have, like, got distracted. What am I looking for? Plants? I'm looking for wood items. Raw resources, right? Yeah, they're wood. You guys can put wood and steel, uranium, all that shit outside. And if we could just remove that from in here. Steel, uranium, and wood can go outside. That'll save us some space indoors because that's already taking up 4 slots. This is a steel urn. We can deconstruct that for its wood. The hoop thingy, the horseshoes. Can we fit them in here? We kind of can't we? Where is the shape for that? Oh, the trees get in the way. How interesting. If I was to put it there, that would be in the way, right? I could probably fit it like straight up there. We'll do that. Alright, they'll give them something entertainment-wise out here. Is says chop stump. I'm guessing I actually have to, like, dig up some of this shit. They took it out of here. But that's saying chop stump. Interesting. Will defoliate, what? Deteriorate in 7.4 days. Okay, cool. So shit will, like, trees and stuff will stop existing. If you chop them down and stuff, they'll disappear, but they'll actually be in the way. Kind of cool. Have you had much coffee yet today, Grim? Still feel crap, not really over it, but nearly there. It has been that bad. It's been that bad so far. Feels like I'm getting over whatever I had. That's one coffee. That's a very low coffee count. Depends when you woke up though. But yeah. I'd say you're probably just like knocked around, exhausted kind of thing. I'm gonna see if I can make some solar palettes and stuff. I feel like it's like that for everybody at the moment. Somebody's like, you know, not feeling all that well. Get my solar in here. I have got batteries coming up. I will need some batteries. Hey, it's raining. I just realized I could see that. I guess I haven't finished this corner. Why? Yeah, no, not yet. They're doing roofs. They're getting there. So we've got like a little bit of space. It's getting built. You can kind of see what I'm doing now, sort of. The other thing too is I'm going to need one of these rooms built up. And that reminds me, I was going along the wall area here. So here I'm going to have to dig out. I mean, it's going to take me a while before I get the kind of blocks that I need for this place, right? But I'm thinking about taking it straight down here, which what I was trying to work out down here. Bulk goods trader. I've been awake all day, just having a hard time trying anything. I want to eat a drink. Reason why coffee count is low. Yeah, I thought it was like really strangely low. I thought maybe you'd just like gotten up or something, because that would make sense for like low coffee. But yeah, if you're not well, can't really like push yourself to like eat and drink anything. I was gonna say like maybe you could sip on coffee, but I don't know what your feelings of like cool coffee is if it's not meant to be cool. Like, I sure as can't do that shit. Let's see, Warden, Nikki maybe? Yeah, Nikki. I know you're asleep and you're like all the way over there, but can you come over here and do a trade? I don't know. I think these are the traders that I maybe called in. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. I also don't know if I've got enough space to store all these turrets. I'm slowly pulling up. Yeah, I do not have that kind of space. I have to make another room. I'm gonna expand this shit over to here. Doesn't touch. My idea of cold coffee is a cup. This is a cup of coffee with sunnies on. My god, that's so terrible. Like, I know you're unwell, but god, Grim, that was terrible. I'm sure that made you feel better though. I put it all the way down to here. There we go. Now we've got a little bit more space for this for the moment. I wish that whoever was in the caravan would stop having the mental break. If I could find out who. Not Naomi. It's not you. Is somebody up here? No. You guys are all fine. You lot are all fine. Means it has to be somebody in this area. Not Drew. Huh. Might have been Drew. If somebody's mentally broken, I don't know who it is. But, yeah. They're preventing this caravan from really doing anything. I can figure out who the fuck it was. I could maybe remove them from it. I've got some of the mods are working now. Is it Naomi? No, she's consuming corn. They seem like they're forming caravan. Wait, where the fuck did you send me? I don't know where you sent me, but I'm pretty sure Dorsey's part of this. I remember that much. I'm thinking it's whoever's all the way up in this corner. Lola. You crazy son of a bitch. You got 11 hours. What's your needs? Alright. All right. And the caravan, I've got a lot of those things loaded up, a lot of the beds. I know they weigh quite a lot, so I don't know if I really want to keep stuffing more of those into the caravan, considering how much is actually going out. How much do these weigh? They weigh... Where's the weight? Quantity, hit point, mark, mass. 85 kilos. I don't know how many I added. We had like 1,000